Halo Combat Evolved came out on November 15th, 2001 and re-released a decade later with the Anniversary Edition. The game is a great success, winning awards and changing the first-person shooter genre. It's created a massive franchise that now consists of comics, books, and of course, more games. Halo Combat Evolved was the first Halo that I ever played when I was about 5. It had some great levels in it, and I would play the game for hours on end. My favourite mission in the entire game, however, was not the control room or the Maw, it was 343 Guilty Spark, and here's why. This is Martin from Lucius Entertainment, and you're watching Levels We Remember. Everyone that has ever played the first Halo game can tell you what their favourite mission is, and their least favourite. Most times when I hear what people's favourite mission in Halo Combat Evolved is, it's usually the control room, where you have to desperately fight your way to Halo's control room against a wave of Covenant forces, and it's the first time you get to drive the Scorpion tank, which was fantastic. Or people will say the Maw, with the best driving sequence in the game, and a race against the clock to blow up the Pillar of Autumn, and you if you're not fast enough, ultimately destroying Halo and stopping the Flood. But when I was playing Halo, my favourite mission was neither of these. Mine was 343 Guilty Spark. Before this level, it's just been the Covenant that you've been fighting, and after 5 levels you've gotten used to them, and damn good at killing them. But this level starts with the Covenant running away from something, and the last cutscene Cortana rambles about the Covenant being afraid. Now after seeing the Covenant in action, and knowing they're tough sons of bitches, it gets me a bit worried.
Oh, those Covenant fools. They must have known. There must have been signs.
Slow down. You're losing me.
The Covenant found something. Buried in this ring. Something horrible. And now they're afraid.
Something buried? Where?
The captain. We've got to stop the captain.
Keys?
The weapons cache he's looking for. It's not really... We can't let him get inside.
I don't understand.
There's no time. Get out of here, find keys, stop him. Before it's too late!
After this, the mission begins and the Chief has to trudge his way through the swamp to get to the facility. The first thing you come across is a crashed Pelican with this repeating message.
Dropship Victor 9.
After seeing the Pelican, my immediate thought was that the Covenant probably did this, but right after that there's an explosion and a dead body of a jackal and a grunt come flying out of nowhere. 5-year-old me was spooked at this point, but I was hoping it was just some Marines. One thing that works really well throughout this level is the music. It gives trudging through the swamp a spooky feeling, and the darkness of the entire level as well adds to the uncomfortable feeling. Sadly, the original is the only one that has it so dark, that's why I'm using the footage in the old graphics. It adds just to how unsettling this foreign environment was. Sadly, if we look at the Anniversary version, it's much brighter and loses a bit of the atmosphere that the original had. After going through the swamp and fighting some more enemies, you sight the first combat form in the game. It's on a ridge directly ahead of you. In my mind, I just thought it was an elite at this point. However, on the radar it was showing it as a friendly rather than an enemy. But when you get to the top of the ridge, it's nowhere in sight. It's only the facility with Covenant forces running out of it and human gunfire following directly behind them. Once you clear the Covenant out and head into the facility, there's no one in sight, just the elevator coming up on its own. At this point, 5-year-old me wanted to get the hell out of there, but I knew I couldn't continue on with the game if I didn't, so I had to go back in. So far in the level, the only enemies you've been fighting are grunts and jackals, which are some of the easiest enemies in the game. It's almost like a full security, thinking how hard can this level be if you're just fighting these guys. Going further into the facility, you come across lots of dead bodies of Covenant forces, and lots of blood. It just adds to the spooky vibe and the mystery to what the hell did this to all of them. Then you finally come across the crazed Marine with his ramblings.
Stay back! Stay back! You're not turning me into one of those things! I'll blow your brains out! Get away from me! Ah! Ah! Don't touch me, you freaks! I won't be like you, I'll die first! Find your own hiding place, the monsters are everywhere! Play dead! That's what I did. Play dead. They took the live ones. Oh god, I can still hear them. Monsters! Ah! 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 Just leave me alone! Sarge, Mendoza, Vicente. Oh god, the things took them. Away. They're gone! Get it? Gone! They won't get me! Oh god! Oh god, I don't want to be like them, please. Please no. Man, no.
I'll be the first one to admit, the first time I played this level, I killed the Marine instantly. As I came out the door and he started shooting at me, I shat myself and immediately shot him on reflex. After seeing it was a Marine, I was like, oh, didn't mean to do that. But let's admit, we've all gone in the first mission and killed Captain Keyes and all the other bridge crew.
What the hell are you doing?
Moving on, you go further into the facility and then come across another bridge. Going across, you find loads of human blood and a few human bodies. Then, the cutscene. The weird noise the chief hears only to see nothing behind him. The body falling through the door. Seeing the Marines enter the facility to come across dead Covenant forces. Then, the reveal of the Flood.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Boy, you always got a bad feeling about something. What's going on, soldier?
He's got contact! Blast them! But they're not Covenant! They're just tearing through us! What the... Oh, no!
Corporal, do you copy? Over! Mendoza, get your ass back up to second squad's position and find out what the hell is going on.
But...
I don't have time for your lip, soldier! I gave you an
Sarge!
order!
Listen!
What is that?
Where's that coming from, Mendoza?
I don't... There! Get out! Hold still! Hold still!
Let him have it! Sergeant, we're surrounded! God damn it, Jenkins! Fire your weapon!
There are too many,
Don't
Sarge!
even think about it, Marine.
What is it? Local!
Get back here, Marine! That's an order! Jenkins!
After that, it's having to fight this new enemy, and I was scared as hell at this point. Sure, the infection forms aren't that hard to kill, and neither are the combat forms to be honest, but the setup for this new threat was so well done, it scares me even before I saw the Flood. Just the first feeling of horror that I had when you first see an infection form stick to their enemies. And who could forget the first time you kill a combat form only for it to get up a few seconds later. It was a great experience and I think it was so well done. The rest of the mission is pretty good as well, having to fight your way out of the facility and fighting new Floods while the Covenant gets killed by them as well as some Marines. But the thing I love most about this mission will always be the introduction of the Flood and how spooked I was. I will never forget the first feeling I had, and this is why 343 Guilty Spark will always be my favourite level in Halo.